Hi, this is Melanie with Hook to the Left, and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be showing you my Joann's yarn haul, which I am super excited about. I've got some roving yarns in this and some cotton. So anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and take a look at this yarn. This is Lion Brand Baby Soft, and I'm not sure if you follow me on Instagram, but if you don't, then go ahead and follow my username. It should be listed somewhere up above here. And the reason why I got this is on my Instagram I posted a couple of pictures of these little squares that I'm doing from an older thing of yarn that I got probably about 2 years ago, and I'm just using up the yarn and making these little squares. I'm gonna put together the squares with this white yarn. Of course, now I've lost that project bag. I have no clue where it went. We're gonna tear apart the house at some point and find that project bag. But this is meant to be the border and the joining for those squares. And let's go ahead and take a look at more information about this yarn. Oh look, that little baby girl's on little squares, just like I'm planning on making with this, kind of. Anyway. So it's Lion Brand Baby Soft yarns. It is 60% acrylic and 40% nylon. It's not super soft, you know, what you get used to for baby yarns, but it's not bad either. So I think as you wash it, it'll just get a little even more softer. It's softer than a lot of other yarns. I'd say it's comparable to the other DK weights that I like, the Lion Brand Mandala, I think it's called. In my head I call it Mandala, but I don't think that's the right pronunciation. So anyway, so it's about that soft, and it'll be nice worked up, I'm sure. So it's a light 3 weight, and it is machine washable and dryable. It is best if used with a 4mm hook. And on the project I'm doing, it's a 3.5mm hook. And I'm actually using it with another Lion Brand yarn. It's the ice cream yarns, and it's a big ball of it. So I made some little mini Easter baskets last year, and I ended up not using it all. In fact, not using most of it. So that's hence the little squares. This is white. It's just simply white. So, and the project here, and it says here, and I've noticed this on Lion Brand yarns, to create the project visit lionbrand.com. So the pattern isn't underneath the label, it's actually at lionbrand.com. I wish it did tell you how much you needed. Oh, here, this is what you need, what is in this ball. I almost forgot to tell you guys that. It's 5 ounces or 459 yards, or 140 grams or 420 meters. And that is it for this yarn. So got plans for this. I gotta find my project bag first though. So next up are some roving yarns, and I've been wanting to play with these yarns for a while. I just keep putting them back because I don't have a project in mind. However, I was able to get 3 of them for $1, and then a piece, and then another 3, because I buy everything in 3s except for that one that I already have a plan for $3 a piece. So let's take a look at those. The first one is Red Heart Unforgettable yarn, and I love this colorway. Isn't that pretty? It's got kind of browns, dark mauves, and some blues and greens in it. Let's see, take a look at it this way. That is some pretty yarn. So recommended to use a 6mm hook with this, probably because it is roving, so it'll go thick and thin. I see some real thin pieces here, and then I see some thicker parts here. So it's probably classified as, yeah, it's a worsted weight, but it does go from thick to thin. So it's recommending a 6mm hook. In this ball, one ball, there's 3.5 ounces or 100 grams. and or 270 yards or 246 meters. Okay, there is a pattern on the back of this label, and it is for this crocheted, it looks like a cowl, which is actually really pretty. I might make that, I might not. I don't have any plans for this. I've just always wanted to check it out. Now with this, you will find that you do get some of these little stray fuzzies, and I'll show you. I got a cotton here a little bit later, and I'll show you where one of the stray fuzzies came off onto the cotton, but I'll mess with that later. More purples and teals and the creams. Oh, so pretty. I think I'll have to make something for me with this. Okay, and there's more free patterns, of course, at yarnspirations.com. Tealberry is the name of the color, and it is a medium worsted weight yarn. It's recommending a 6mm hook, which we went over a minute ago, or 5mm needle. It is machine washable and dry. Of course, as I always say, with my yarn products or my products that I crochet, I prefer to use gentle cycle as opposed to using just a regular cycle. Always on gentle and cool water, no hot water. That's just my preference. I find that helps the items last longer. So that is it, and I got 3 of these, which, let's see, it does look like that. Yep, all 3 balls have the same pattern underneath. So that is the Red Heart Unforgettable. All right, next up is the other roving yarn that I purchased, and it is Lion Brand's Landscapes. Oh, it's such a pretty color, isn't it? My daughter's already claimed that I need to make her something out of this. So maybe I'll make her a cowl and a hat, or maybe I'll make her a hooded scarf. Anyway, I'll figure it out. So let's take a look at this label. Ooh, and this is soft. It's very soft. I actually think that the Red Heart Unforgettable is softer than this, but this is still very nice. And again, it's a roving yarn. It looks like it's a little bit thicker than the other Unforgettable, but we'll take a look at the label and see. Okay, so it's a Lion Brand Landscapes yarn, and it looks like it does have a pattern. This one actually might have a pattern. Nope. It does say to create the project here, visit Lion Brand yarn. And I would expect that this you only need 1 ball to make this. Usually hats you only need 1 ball, and it is a medium, so it is still a medium yarn, although some pieces get pretty thick here. And but that's the nature of roving yarn. It is this 1 ball is 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, 147 yards, and 134 meters. It is suggesting that you use a 6mm, just like the Unforgettable, a 6mm. I'm sorry, no, it's actually a little bit more. A 6.5mm hook or a 6mm needle. This is how I like that they showed that Lion Brand does this. It shows the colorway and how it works up. I love that about this label. That's really cool. Okay, this is called Blue Lagoon. Just that looks like a blue lagoon, doesn't it? So pretty. And that is it. I did get 3 balls of this yarn as well, so I'm sure I can get a hat and a cowl out of this, at least 1 hooded scarf, if not a couple of other things. Maybe a hooded scarf and some fingerless gloves. I don't know, we'll figure it out. But I got a little bit of time because we're about to get really hot instead of really cold, so I got a little bit of time before I figure out what I want to make with this. All right, on to the other yarns. Now this is what the bulk of what I bought was the cotton yarns. Just thinking, we're going into the summer months, it's nice to have some cotton. So the first colorway I got in this cotton was the Pale Periwinkle, which I actually thought it was a little bit more blue. See, to me, it looks a little bit more lavender than periwinkle. So, and online when you look at the picture, it looks a little bit more periwinkle. So I have to I actually bought this with the intent to make a table runner for my mother, but I need to take a look and compare this to the table that I was kind of basing the color off of. So we'll see if that'll work. If not, it'll make a very cute baby blanket or a baby cardigan for a little girl. Or, you know, if you like purple, you can also make it for a little boy. That's up to you. All right, so this is not 100% cotton, which I did not notice that when I was ordering it, but that's okay. And, all right, let's take a look at this side. So it's pale periwinkle. It is a lightweight cotton, which is nice. They do recommend a 4 millimeter needle or 4 millimeter hook or a G. And it is machine washable and dryable. It is 60% cotton and 40% acrylic, which usually means it's going to be a little bit more soft. It is softer than most cottons. It is still not as soft as my all-time favorite cotton, which is 100% cotton. Here, I love this cotton. It's a Hobby Lobby brand. This is the softest cotton that I have found. It's one of my favorite cottons to use. But it's not too far from it, to be honest with you. No, it's not too far from it. So it's still really nice. I like it. And again, I think this will be great to use with baby clothes, making baby clothes. All right. And it is 4.2 ounces or 120 grams, 254 yards or 232 meters. And this label is this pattern is printed on the back of the label, and it does require at least, it's made for a 6, or you can make it for a 6 or 12 month, and it requires 2 balls of this. So I might be able to make one of those. That's super cute. Anyway, we'll see what I plan on doing with it. But this is the Bernat Softy Baby cotton, and I did get 3 of these. Oh, this is a different pattern. Looks like it is a knit pattern. Yep, it's requiring a knit. And it's for this blanket. Okay, so I did get 3 of these. So I will figure out what I'm gonna do with those a little bit later. I may still make the table runner with it. We'll see. I just have to compare the colors for me. All right, next up is another colorway in the Bernat Softy Baby cotton. And, oh, isn't that a cute little baby with that sweater? That is a free pattern on the label, which requires 3 balls. And it's a 6 to 12 month sweater. Anyway, let's take a look at the colorway. This is called Rainstorm Variegated. You can take a look at that. It's got some blues, kind of muted taupes, and some creams. Take a look. I'm going off camera here. The colors. Anyway, I like this for boys. And I like the muted colors. There is actually a little bit of lilac in here, which is nice, but it's not so much lilac that you feel like it should be more for girls. So, and really honestly, it doesn't matter if you make it for a boy or a girl. It's just the colors that I traditionally associate with boys and girls. Again, this is a lightweight 3, and they recommend 4 millimeter hook or a 4 millimeter needle. It is machine washable and dryable. This is a little bit more durable, and I think you could even use warm or hot waters with this because of the cotton amount that's in it. Again, it's 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, and it's 4.2 ounces, 120 grams, 254 yards, or 232 meters. And this little pattern here, the little boy in his sweater, that is on the back side of the label, and it requires 2 colors, 2 balls of the main color and 1 ball of the contrasting color. The pattern requires a 3.75 millimeter hook, so it goes a little bit smaller than what is recommended. And again, I purchased 3. Oh, and there's a blanket pattern on this one, and this blanket pattern requires a 4 millimeter hook, just like it recommends, and it says 1 ball each of, it looks like 4 or 5 colors on here. Yeah, and that's of colors A, B, and C, and then 2 balls of colors D and E. So you'd be looking at 3 plus 4, so 7 balls of this to make that baby blanket. So I did get 3 of these as well. And there's the other pattern with the other sweater and the little girl, which I like that one a lot. Anyway, I've got 3 of these as well, so I am gonna make probably some stuff for babies. If not, use this instead of the periwinkle for my mother's project. We'll see. Next up is my last a set of colorways that I bought for the Bernat Softy Baby cotton, and the same pattern there. And pretty much everything's the same. This one's called the Tea Party, and I don't know if I told you what this one. This is a rainstorm. I think I did. All right, and this is the Tea Party variegated. Pinks and corals, oranges, a little bit of lavender in there. Isn't that gorgeous? It's very pretty. Okay, and just it's the same as the other balls, the other colorways that I got. So I'm going to run through real quick. Lightweight 3 or DK yarn, and 4 millimeter hook or needle. Machine washable, 60% cotton, 40% acrylic. 4.2 ounces, 120 grams, and 254 yards or 232 meters. The pattern that is shown, the picture of the pattern, the project shown on the front is a pattern on the back side of the label. And I'm sure you can also find it at at yarnspirations.com as well. I didn't know this. This is an award-winning yarn for 2016 and 2017 Women's Choice Award, 9 out of 10 recommended baby yarns. I did not know that. That is it. Also, I bought 3 of these, and this is what I was talking about, the roving yarn. They threw all my yarn in together in one big bag in one big box, and this is the fur from the roving yarn. So just keep that in mind when you're storing it, the roving yarn. So, but that is the last of the yarn from Joann's that I bought, and this is actually more cotton. See, like this cotton that I get from, if I were to pay full price on this, it would be $340, yeah, $379 a ball on this, whereas I was able to get this for $3, and this is, excuse me, 254 yards, whereas this is 153 yards. So really good value on this. Really, really good value. All right, now the last thing that I want to do, last little tip and trick. I have animals, and since I have animals, I always seal up my yarn when I get it. And my favorite thing to use to seal my yarn is this. I get it from the Dollar Tree. There's 5 bags inside this box, and it is I think it's like 2.2 gallons. Why can't I see it right now? Usually I can see it easy. Here, 2.5 gallons. 2.5 gallons, jumbo size. You get 5 of these. It has a zipper closure. And let me go ahead and open this up. Right here. Pull one out. Now sometimes, especially in the roving yarns, I will store just one group like this. I store just these 3 in one bag. I fold the bag over. I'll reuse it once I finish with these. But what'll end up happening is that this will then become my project bag when I decide to start using these yarns. Now, if I buy different types of yarns for a specific project, then I will end up just putting them in a project bag, which is, I use these as my project bags as well. So, I mean, these are pretty big bags here. And let me go ahead and put my all my cotton together in this one bag. I think I can fit all of them in this one bag. Perhaps not, we'll see. Whoopsie. Yeah, so I don't like to stack them on top if I don't have to. So I'm gonna go ahead and store these all together in one bag. And then use another bag for my other cotton. I don't need to show you all that. I just wanted to point out that you can get some great storage if you have animals. If you, you know, for whatever reason you need to make sure that you keep the smells and hair that may be in your home and off of your yarn, then these are great storage and project bags. And I usually tuck these away in my closet, or I have some cubicle cubes that I use, that kind of stuff. So if you find my tips helpful and you like these yarn hauls, then please don't hesitate to subscribe and hit that bell button so you're notified every time I put out a new video. And don't forget to like this video. On Wednesdays, I post yarn hauls, reviews, and tutorials for specific projects. And then on Fridays, I post new stitch studies. So please don't forget to like and subscribe if this sounds interesting to you, and make sure to be a part of my community. If you have any questions about the yarns, please don't hesitate to comment down below. I will be happy to answer what I can and get you any information that I have forgotten to give to you. I will pass that along. I'm not sure if Joann still has these deals going on. I did get this on some of these on clearance. I do know that they're still having a sale. I just don't know that it's for the same types of yarns. That's all, because it did take me, like I said, about a week and a half to 2 weeks before I even got these. That's it. Thank you so much for visiting me today and watching my video. You guys have a great day. Thank you.